Hey, good morning. Mayan Buntag, Magandang Umaga, or as they say in Iloilo, Mayonaga, as I'm learning the different dialects. So hope everyone's good. I'm seeing a little bit of delay here. I wonder if, just getting connected. We'll give people a moment to get connected and checked in and all that good stuff. Let's see what we got. I'm just checking the Facebook stream too. Yeah, looks good there. Looks good. Looks like we're connected everywhere. Yes, just making some coffee. You guys hear me okay? I have unmuted myself. Okay. We'll just give people a moment or two. Let's see. What announcements do I have? It's been a couple weeks since I did a live. I did the poll on the lives, and people were I think 48% wanted to do lives every other week. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward with that. I'm going to do lives every other week. And then really the past week has been about Synologue. It's been really busy with that event. I was there, the whole week. There was like stuff every day between the just everything, right? There was runway stuff with the pageant queens, the festival queens. There was the kids parade. There was just so much going on there that the past week has just been nonstop Synologue. And then, of course, the big event was on Sunday. So, man, really, that was absolutely epic. I entered a photo contest. So I actually got not quite a media badge, but almost that equivalent. So I was right in the parade with all the participants. So it was really incredible experience. I got some amazing shots. I'm going through the edits now, and I'll be posting those soon. But Synologue was an absolute riot. Trying to get from one end of town from the other, though, that was a little bit of a nightmare. I wish I was vlogging that because that would have just been really incredible. So that's really just been the past week, and then the past 2 weeks since I did my last live, just kind of settling into my place. I've just January, the past month has just been just really busy between moving and getting Joe set up back at home, and then all the stuff that was kind of around that, and then traveling to Iloilo. I've been nonstop. So I'm really looking forward to a little more of a chill vibe coming up here soon. But it's been really busy. But yeah, with that, let's just see. We'll get rolling here. Yes, Dean. Good morning. Hope all is good there for you. Good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This past month has made me think: is the Philippines right? I'm not gonna. And actually, recently, I'm really considering maybe Vietnam, maybe some other countries. My wheels are spinning a little bit as far as what I want to do next and where I want to go and where I want to end up, and situations with YouTube and vlogging and just that whole dynamic. Look, I moved here to the Philippines to really create a drama-free and stress-free life. And if there's any indication over the past 2 months of kind of how that's been, it hasn't been that. And it just seems to, oh my goodness, yeah. I'll be, so there was a time not so long ago where I was like really fearful, right? Like there was stuff going on where I was like, what am I going to do here? Am I going to get deported? And just when you're in a foreign country and you're living in this environment, there's just all kinds of dynamics at play, and especially when there's like police and stuff like that involved. Now, no, thankfully everything worked out, but it has not been the best the past couple months in this world. Let me just tell you. Oh man, but I'm committed to having a great life. I know what there is for me to do to have a great life, which is focus on my health and exercise and things like that. So I am on the right path, but it does seem that it's lots of drama going on, which isn't necessarily something that I have a lot of room for or space for. Um, I just don't, right? So yeah. Yes, just making some coffee. Good. I'm seeing some delay with my lips and audio. Is everything good on the audio? Yeah. Is everything? Yeah, like when I'm like I see just a little bit of delay. So let me know how things are going on your end. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, good. Yes, aloha. What's up, JP? How's it going, man? Yes, mabuhay, long live. Gosh, what an event, Synologue, right? An absolute event. Yeah, good times. Yes, good afternoon from Florida. Yeah, what's up, Lane? Gosh, I've met so many great guys, people, right? Like, so I have actually a high um, female audience also too that watches my channel. I think it's close to 30%, or yeah, I think close to 30% of my audience are female. So I've met I've met a lot of people recently. They're just great, both male and female. So it's really spectacular. Hope all is good in Florida. And you reminded me of that because there's a gentleman from Florida. Please say you you have news regarding the homeland, brother. I wish, man. I wish. I have to relook at a lot of that. You know, that was kind of one of the dynamics too. The past 6 months have been pretty expensive for me, and you know, and on the flip side of that, this channel has been costing me money. So, yeah, I don't know about a bike. The great news is the markets have been up like, 20% for the year for me. So it's not all kind of rough, but I am kind of a little bit watching where I'm at financially. Yeah, I look different. I know. The past month has been the past couple months, dude. Yeah, yeah. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. Yeah. Oh, it's just, yeah, audio sync, cool. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Sometimes that's a lot of work. Sometimes that's a lot of work. And you just, you know, I think it's so normal in any type of relationship or any type of dynamic like that, where people, especially a public one, where people want to pick a side, right? And that's kind of what I see a lot going on. And for me, I've been taking this stance where I just don't want to, I don't want to go into it, right? So, yeah, it's been. I'm not going to lie. The past month has been. I've been seriously questioning, a lot of stuff regarding YouTube and the Philippines. So, but all good, all good. What do we want to talk about though? 26. Let me see what's going on with. Yeah. So I also have this up on. Sorry, guys. I'm just checking on a couple things since there's not much going on in the comments. Checking the Facebook Live because So the cool thing about StreamYard is you can stream to multiple locations. So I'm actually streaming also to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. It might start to do some stuff like Twitch. I don't know. Actually might get out of YouTube completely and go back to just some contract work. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, it's weird. Doesn't appear that is working. Let's see. That might be working. Okay. Yeah. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm just kind of sorry, guys. I'm just kind of looking at, like I said, streaming to a couple deal Facebook and that. Yeah, no, it's good, right? And the other thing, JC, Jeff, that I'm kind of reminding of that Old Dog says a lot is like, behind kind of every failed foreigner is kind of a relationship behind it, right? Every guy that has, that's out of here and that kind of deal. And I get it, right? I get it. So, but it's good. It's good. But it does have me looking at, it has me looking at a lot of things, like my whole intention of coming out here, right? Like why I moved, that kind of deal. And, the whole intention regarding the YouTube channel also, right? Like, why did I want to create the channel, and what's that kind of been like, that experience? So there's a lot kind of looking around all of it. Sometimes it's just great to go and just chill, right? And, yeah. So yeah, a lot to kind of go through. So that's really been the past month. The nice thing is fitness has been a great outlet for me in that area. So, I'm kind of back into that. I've been running and exercising and gym and that kind of deal. So she's cheating on you, and I hope. Well, I don't want to. So look, the one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to bash Joe. Look, I just don't want to. So I'm going to just say no to that, right? There were some things around an active dating profile, and then some guys that showed up here, but I honestly, I didn't at that was the end of it, was something around that whole deal for me. And then there was really some other serious stuff that happened at that event, where I was just like, holy crap, man, am I going to get freaking deported? Are the police going to get involved? And it was just an absolute drama fest. And but was there a guy that she's dating? I don't know. There was something around that, though. At that point, I didn't even try to investigate what was going on there. I was just like, I got to get away. I got to get away. On the bright side, happy 11K. I know, right? Oh, I know. Yeah, on the bright side, happy 11K to something that actually costs me money and creates more chaos. Right? Congratulations. Oh, man. But, the people that I'm meeting, so I always say the guys that I'm meeting, there is a big female audience, but the people that I'm meeting are just absolutely spectacular, man. And that is really one of the main reasons why I did the channel, is I just wanted to create a network here. I wanted to create a base, and I wanted to help other dudes. I can't tell you the number of guys that I've met, even just recently, that they're like, man, thank you. We sit down, there's a last event, there was like 10 of us that are sitting there. And I'm like, everyone's helping each other out. Questions on Wise, questions on Remitly, question on transferring money around, and just all kinds of it, and things that I didn't know either. So it's just that has been spectacular, because I know for me, like, man, those first 3 months of getting here, I was like, holy crap, how do I do all this stuff and navigating? So it's that has been really great. It's been really, really awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all right though. Like, look, it's life, right? That's the saying I like to say, no matter where you go, there you are. So moving to the Philippines doesn't necessarily solve a lot of problems, but you have a whole new world of problems around that. And I honestly, gentlemen, I mean, look, some of the problems that I'm having, it's like, cool, right? You're right, around dating and that kind of deal. Like, those are good problems to kind of have, especially where we come from. But at the end of there's still problems. So yeah, just finding the space to kind of deal with it, and then just reevaluating what's there for me, and what do I want in a culture? What do I want in a living environment? What do I want in a dating environment, and that kind of deal? And then picking. And sometimes I wonder too if Thailand might be a better fit. And just infrastructure and really nice accommodations like I'm in now, that are just so much more accessible. And and so yeah, I don't know. I'm in an inquiry again about where to be, where to go, and what makes the most sense. Yeah, but it's a good place, right? Inquiries for me and aren't bad. I love that. I really see kind of the breakdown in life. Like, when there's a breakdown in life, it really is an opportunity to grow and develop. And there's been a lot of growth and development here over the past month and a half. Randy, yes, good evening. How's it going? K9, you're the second person I know that's thinking about Vietnam. Yeah, due to a significant other. The other person actually left a year before coming back. Yeah, dude. So in August, I think it was, there was a change in their visas, where they now allow for 3 months. So you can do electronically, you can do a 3-month visa. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's there's a lot of guys, and just Da Nang and that area to me looks really cool. I've had a lot of guys that have gone over there and had a great experience and talk about it. Now, I don't think it's good for dating, but honestly, whatever, right? Uh, Good food, good environment, beach, and all that. I mean, honestly, I'm starting to. I saw this yesterday. I related dating to like alcohol. It's just I'm starting to wonder if my life is just so much better without that. I don't know, man. I haven't completely given up, but definitely, in a reset phase for sure. Yeah, I don't know, brother. Gosh, it's so hard, right? And I have my perspective. I have my experience in that, and it's completely biased based on what's going on. There are some definitely things I would have handled differently, but there was definitely, oh, dude, there was a lot of fear for me. That's, I think, once interesting thing that I don't think I've heard any other vlogger talk about before is like when you're in this dating environment, then what's your fear of like deportation, right? Especially when like things happen, like what happens around that whole deal, and that was very much there for me. Um, as security guards are saying, "Do you want to call the police?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 no." I'm like this foreigner guy in a foreign country. Yeah, it's just, dude. Yeah, yeah. Regarding the gym and your pelvis back legs, are you finding that your best afternoons and evenings follow morning workout? Yeah, I've been kind of guy. I like morning workouts. I like that kind of deal. I've always been the kind of guy that likes to work out in the morning versus later in the day. I'm kind of a morning person in general. I get up early in the morning. Today I couldn't. I saw freaking Mike's video. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Anyways, so I got up at like 4:30 in the morning, and so yeah, I kind of am more of a morning person than an evening person because I get up early naturally. But yeah, I like working out in the mornings or midday. I like swimming at the pool and stuff like that. Hey, Chris, just missed your story, so not sure what exactly you're referring to. Had to escape another country. Where would you go? Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of looking, Philip. Maybe Vietnam, maybe Thailand. You know, I think it's a really good idea for us to have a plan B. My kind of plan B was always go back to like the United States and back to Florida, but I don't know. Maybe plan B for me is more like Thailand or Vietnam, or maybe that's plan A. I don't really know. So I do want to do maybe a little more exploring of other areas and other regions to kind of see about what's going on. And that was my intention too, to be here, but not so much as a living um, change, but more just to kind of see, because I haven't really traveled at all through Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So yeah, I might be checking out some of those areas here real soon. Yeah. Always look on the bright side. Yep. Get on the bike. Yeah, brother. I haven't rode at all, man. And you're right. That's exactly what I need to do is go ride. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. No, I appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. But yeah, it's one of those things. And it's interesting with YouTube because I feel like I can't get beyond it, right? Like I feel like I can't get away from it, you know, which has been a challenge. Like in a normal relationship, whatever, you can end it and it's not constantly being in your face. With this type of situation, dude, I got other vloggers that are doing crazy crap, right? It's just, come on, it's just, man, it's a lot, right? And then especially in the dynamic for me where it was, it's been a bad kind of scary ride for the past couple, not a scary ride for the past couple of months, but yeah, I mean, a little bit, right? Where I'm like, what the hell do I do here? You know, you know what you have to do, Chris. Two wheels moves the soul. Yeah. No, good. Thanks, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Yep. I like that you're not all silent about it anymore, as I know people have been asking their own assumptions. yeah, dude, gosh, but I don't want to do that because it is, look, it's my reasons why I ended. I mean, she's got no say, right? What I would talk about in that relationship, there is no way that I can make her look like anything but a criminal. I just can't do it. And I don't want to do that, right? But when I hear the words come out of my mouth, it's bad, you know? And so, but I also feel like, look, there are aspects of it that I feel are important for us to know. And in time, I will be making videos about that because it is so key. It is so key. One of my really good Filipino friends told me this, Chris. He says, I said this before in another live. He says, I now understand why foreigners get scammed. You can't see it. And that just blew me away. And he wasn't the only one. There were multiple people that came up to me and said, hey, man, I didn't know you, but anyways, it's just there are some conversations that I think we need to know. It's just things I need to do in time and respect and that whole deal because I can't do it now. Relationships equal drama, red pill. Brother, yeah, yeah. No, I get it. And it wasn't why I moved out here. Anyone who's been watching my channel for a long time, I didn't date at all the first 6 months I was here because I knew that this is what would get me in trouble. This is what would get me out of this country. This is what would be any kind of failure that I would have in the Philippines would be, something to do with the opposite sex. Totally. And I knew it. And, and it, yeah. Good attitude, approach in your current situation. Yeah, it's a phase for sure. I wanted the Philippines to be my home, but when I needed to smoke, illegal weed, I went to Thailand. Yeah. I did. I heard something too, Flex, about how they might be reversing that. Is that, I don't know if that's true or not, but interesting. Yeah, but I understand. So I lived in Colorado. We were one of the first green states. So yeah, I in hindsight, I don't look. I mean, I used my 20s or so. I get it, right? But just being around that and kind of walking down the street and everything smells like a skunk. It's like I don't know. Yes, Roger. Excuse me. How are you? My Ubuntu. Good morning. Good afternoon. 6 a.m. workouts. Yeah, I like the first thing in the morning thing. I've been kind of my morning routine is I get up, I drink some coffee, I'll do some comments on YouTube in the morning and do kind of that kind of deal. And then shortly after that, I've been going down to IT Park and going to the gym, and then hanging out there for a little bit, having coffee with some guys. That's kind of been my daily routine. Dude, time is one of those things where it's pretty phenomenal where, like I'm not working, but it feels like yesterday, I was out from 10 to 9, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. just all day, just out doing stuff, and none of it planned or scheduled, but just running from this group to that group. Dude, it was everywhere. If it wasn't for my wife, yeah, Thailand is the king. Yeah, all right, yeah. Well, and then what a lot of guys do is they meet a Filipina and then they go over to Thailand. So yeah. I saw Mike's video earlier. I was like, yeah. I commented on that. I'm like, dude, what the? So here's the deal. I haven't been able to talk to Mike. I've been busy. I've been moving, right? I moved from my apartment and I, did that. And then I've been dancing and delicately trying to get Joe home since October, since this event happened. And it's been a freaking nightmare. So I haven't been able to talk to him about what's been going on. And it's been personal. I don't want to talk to a lot of people about what's going on. I don't want to. I want it to end quietly, but it was a very much a public relationship. So my thought about or trying to end it quietly publicly also has been a complete failure. But it happens, right? It's so eye-opening, and I understand why now. I've heard other vloggers talk about this as well, about having people on your channel, having relationships on your channel, and why they just don't do it. And I get it, but I didn't. Yeah, there's just, oh man, so much. Sorry. Yeah. Women viewers are because of Bruce Willis. Yes. Mm. All right. Hee hee. We are good at sniffing. Yeah. Following several unsavory personalities, and I can vouch for Chris. You want to, dude? I don't know, man. I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude. I'm no better than I think anyone else. I mean, I'm just trying to have a peaceful existence, right? I mean, that was the whole reason to move out here. Freaking, I almost died. You know, I went through a freaking back of a car and had some whatever, some situations around that I felt were undeserving. Um, but I want to live somewhere where I can just be peaceful and happy. And yeah, I mean, great to have a girlfriend. I want to get married. I mean, I love the idea of a companionship and a wife and simple existence. And I do feel like I can find it here. But it's just, hey, man, I don't know. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Was she a yeah. No, I don't. Look, she's a great girl, man. She is. It just, uh, yeah, just she's a good girl. It's just there's some, honestly, you know what it is? Excuse me. It's an immaturity. That's all. That's all. I would say it like that. Yeah. Oh, Mike, let's go fishing, brother. Let's go. See, this is what I'm loving. Is just hanging out with the dudes. Let's go fishing. Come on, man. Hey, how are you? Yeah, let's catch up. Let's catch up. So, Rowena, if you guys don't watch her channel, check her out. I'm sure most of you do. She's absolutely magical. You know, she's an example of someone who, you know, we were friends right before dating, and then that whole happened. And I know you sensed a little bit of I don't know even know the right word, hostility or whatever. So with that relationship, so let's reconnect. Let's be friends. I would very much like that. Someone to chat with here would be great. So I hope you're good there. Let's meet up soon, and I would love to catch up with what you got going on. Yeah, money is the cause of all evil, but yes, it's woman butt at the relationship. A safe bet is to rent a girlfriend. Yeah, and it's interesting, Mike. It's an interesting thing here, and maybe even in Thailand, where you can get physical needs taken care of, but then, you know, whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not judging guys, right? Like, you know, I've known guys who dated more women in 6 months than I had my whole life, right? But yeah, I don't know. I think that's the other beautiful thing about being older. You know, I'm not, I know marriage. I can see the comments as they come up. You know, that's the beautiful thing about being older is I feel like I'm not so driven by that anymore. And, you know, and I really, gosh, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I really do. I just, you know, my 20s and 30s are just constant drive to procreate, right? And now I feel like in my 50s, even in my 40s, I feel like I'm kind of through that phase of my life, and I could just focus on having a simpler existence. But yeah, no, I get it. Okay, I know, dude. I know, right? Ah, call me stupid. I do. I want that. I loved being a husband. I loved it. You know, when I got divorced, I was a husband and a father, and overnight I lost both of that, right? And it really did impact me. But I loved being a husband. I loved being a partner with somebody. I really, I know I'm an idiot, right? Shoot me an owl, right? Yes, sounds like time for like Rowena to interview me. Yeah, she's great, man. Like we were starting a really good friendship, but before I started dating, and I mean, look, Filipinos are jealous, so there was some jealousy going on there. But I guess that's kind of normal. But it is, you know, I wish that yeah, our friendship hadn't kind of stopped. But here we are. Yes. What are the challenges of having cultural differences with your Filipina if you're an American guy? Well, yeah, Dave. Yeah, how's it going, brother? Hope you're good there. I think we're talking a little bit about that now, right? Some of the challenges that you can have when you're dating, and you know, just sometimes communication barriers can be there. You know, and it's interesting because I think Filipina P did a video on this too. Just the level of maturity that I think is also there too when you're talking about dating. And look, it's a little bit like who's buried in Grant's tomb when we're talking about some of these age gap differences. So you're a woman who's in her 20s or 30s won't have that maturity, but not always. Not always. There you can have some mature relationships with that too. But I think that's what I see is just maturity, experience, the ability to kind of deal with things, to kind of work through issues and stuff. I say the key to any relationship or any marriage is how quickly can you resolve problems, right? If you can get back to love and peace within minutes and hours, you've got a great relationship. If you're in a relationship that takes you days, that's something you need to get out of, right? And with Tampo and that whole deal, and especially with I think with younger Filipinos, they don't have that relationship maturity. So I would think that would be a big thing in dating. And then where we come from, right? We come from a very open culture in that regard. We're Tampo. I mean, the silent treatment exists. It does, right? But I would say, Westerners are more adapt to talking through things and kind of working things. It's in our culture. Don't go to bed upset, and here it's, have Tampo for a week. So I just think there are some little bit of cultural differences there. I'm sorry on behalf of all that. Chris, yeah, no worries. We love you being in the Philippines. Yeah, no, I do love it. It's just, gosh, I just want it behind me. And then it just seems to be like everywhere in my face. And then people, it's like, what are people doing, man? Come on, man. Just come on, talk, have a conversation, especially people that I thought were my friends. And just come on, talk to me, right? Yeah. Yeah, no. All right. Yeah, they got buy one, get one down the street. No, you guys, yeah, thank you. No, I needed this. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Hello from Cancun. Yes, what's up, man? How's it going in Cancun? Let's go, man. I'm ready for Cancun. You see, if you ever want to dive back in, just keep it private. Don't show her in your vlog. Yeah. If I ever want to go back with her, oh my gosh. I spent a month and a half, yeah, trying to get her home safely where no one was hurt, right? Oh my gosh. Nightmare. Are you in Thailand now? No. Yeah, no, I'm not, Philip. I'm here in still in my place. I'm in JY area. So I've been in this place now. I moved really January 1st. So like 3 weeks, technically I was in here, but I got in a little bit before Christmas because it was open and available, and it's just really incredible place. So I've been here about not quite, maybe a month now. So, but yeah, I'm still in the Philippines, still in JY area. What's your option on condos asking for a 2-month security deposit? I think there's please foreigners. So yeah, what's my opinion on security deposit? So that's interesting you asked, because I just ended my lease on my last place, and yes, I did get my security deposit back. However, it was a little bit of an ordeal, I'm not going to lie. And I think that if I wasn't a vlogger, or if I wasn't someone who, like, she wants to sell me another piece of property, I might have had more problems. So that's just speculation, but it can be a little bit of a challenge with the deposit stuff. They're going to go through everything. They make it so, and it's a good idea for you to record everything as you're going through your apartment when you first move in. And yeah, just record everything with your phone or whatever. Take pictures of video stuff, because that way you'll know all, because they're going to go through, like, there was a mattress that was whatever. I bought my own mattress because I didn't want to sleep on anyone else's sleep. So I bought my own mattress and I threw the other one away. So because I threw it away and it was different, I got charged whatever 5,000 pesos for that. But I get it, whatever. But yeah, it did go through on the deposit, so that came out. But you're right, in there can be some stuff around the deposits that you may or may not get back. And that's the other part that I kind of hinted to. We have to be, like, in that conversation, how far do you push it, right? You're a tourist, you're in a kind of a battle with a resident. How much do you want to push back before you start to get worried about your deportation or stuff like that? So for me, I just like, I want to avoid drama. Yeah. What are some of the incompatibilities in your relationship? What is it about communication, language, food, activities, personal space? What were some of the incompatibilities in the relationship? Well, I think we talked a little bit. Yeah, no food, activities, personal space. I'm going to just speak generally, like towards relationships, not so much around relationships. But yeah, I think some guys can struggle with food. Us eating rice 3 meals a day isn't necessarily some of us are used to. Personal space can be an issue for gentlemen if you're not used to somebody being with you on a pretty regular basis. Like there, a tendency to be a little bit clingy and um, with you every day, all the time. That wasn't necessarily an issue for me, but that can be an issue. I understand Thai women can be a little more in that area where they kind of give you a little more free space. Filipino women may or may not. So that could be one. Language, surprisingly, is a factor. Um, and it's not only with my friendships. I notice with my Filipino friends, sometimes we struggle communicating with ideas or especially things that require details. Like this is a very much of a culture of, hey, it's like when you're asking directions, and you're like, well, it's about one song to the right, or turn right at the haystack and a cow and there's no addresses, there's none of that GPS. It can be a very vague and not very detailed culture in a lot of ways. So I've noticed when I've struggled with communication with some of my Filipino friends is because I'm looking for details on things, and I'm just not I'm getting a very vague. So communication can be an issue. If you're in the dating world of it, you're potentially not so mature. That can be also another deal. So it just kind of depends, right? But yeah, that would be some of the cultural things that I would see that other guys have talked about that I've also seen. French, yeah, marriage talk is the time for an intervention. I know, right? Fool me once. Yeah, I know. I know, right? What are you gonna do? I'll get you on the bike again, and we can see where. No, guys, appreciate it. Thank you. No, thank you. You don't. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. It's a suitor mentally, so backward. Give me a break. It's a suitor mentally, so backward. Give me a break. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, Chris, Mayong Bunta, ¿cómo está? What's up, Benny? What's up? We have a couple of personalities on our for deportation. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Some Filipinos are not jealous. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. It is true. And it's a sign of it. It's a stereotype. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Some girls aren't. Really, yeah, it's definitely a stereotype. Just got back from Playa de Karma. Wow, it was freaking fun. Maybe too fun. Nice. Well, I have to say, man, Sinulog was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I was riding home. So I was down in South Road Property, SRP, where the main parade was. I got a video on that. I'm really trying to get some stuff. I was in a photo contest. I was doing all kinds of shoots. But anyways, I was trying to get back home, and it took like an hour to do like a 20-minute ride. And just, people everywhere. It was just, dude, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. People lifting up their shirts, and it was just crazy. Yeah, man, it sounds like I just miss all the. Yeah, no, it's whatever. It's all good. It's life. It's life. Yeah. When we talk about foreigners getting into accidents, how much of it is on motorcycle taxis? Trying to decide if that's safe enough. Saturn, I ride motorcycle taxis a lot now, and I really enjoy it because it's super cheap. It's inexpensive. So I like the motorcycle. And my thought around that is, I mean, the Filipinos are practically born on two wheels. I mean, they're on scooters from the day they're in diapers. Not driving them, but a passenger or what. So, I mean, I really think some of the best two-wheeled riders in the world are from Southeast Asia, and they just have a lot of experience. So I ride a lot of the taxis a lot. I like it. I also don't really like riding in the city on my own motorcycle just because of, it can be a little bit of a crazy driving experience, but I like the taxis. Yeah, I think they're fun. It's an effective, cheap way to get around the town. Um, is this your first stint in the Philippines, or have you been before? I haven't been out there in 7 years, but looking to go back in a couple months to see if things have changed. Yeah, this is my first long-term stay in the Philippines. I've been here just over a year now. I did a trip, a scouting trip before that. So yeah, I would say it's my first stint. I do like it out here. I like the people. I like the friendliness of the culture. Um, yeah, yeah, I do like it out here a lot. I decided I want to be in the Philippines as a visitor only. I think I'm going to live in Thailand. I'm going to miss easily talking to women here, but everything is better in other countries around the world. Yeah, no, I get it. I hear the infrastructure and a lot of things are a lot cleaner and modern. You can find, like, I'm in a really nice place here, a 2-bedroom, 96 square meter condo, and those are easily found in that area. So yeah, no, I'm going to be. It's on my radar. Thailand was on my radar initially, but the people and the culture and the language were reasons why I'm here. But maybe now it might be worth a year or so over there. Yeah, you could have warned us about the topic today. I'm making my popcorn now. Well, I wasn't anticipating this at all, and honestly, I was just like, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But then the freaking video came up on Mike's. I'm like, what the heck, man? And it was something I watched just before I started this, and I'm like, seriously, putting her up at her freaking condo, and if you had any idea what I've been trying to deal with for the past month and a half, and you're freaking housing this person, that's like, dude, seriously, you know. Hey man, if you can connect with Dustin Backpack, he lives in Toledo with his wife and a newborn. He's for me the best example of dating done right. All right, dude. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. And it is. It's not something, dude. It's not something I just want to give up on. It's not, but it is something now. It's like, what the heck, man? What do I can't spot. I can't tell. What? Yeah, I'm in a little bit of a frazzled state. Oh well, man. I shouldn't have maybe got on this live. I'll be honest with you. This might be one where it's like, crap. Should I have done this one? Yeah, for the first time. All my other one, my first live too. I was like, oh, I was so nervous. Yeah, I'm ready here. Oh man. Oh well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's life, man. It's life, and that's what the channel is about. The craziness of life. Yeah, they had a news story here about the festival there. Yeah, contestants said it was too hot and poorly organized. Mike, it was super hot, rarely, really, really hot. I probably drank 6 liters of water the whole day because I was out from 8 in the morning. They had to sit in the sun a lot. But I don't know if it was any different than previous years before. But it was, it was hard. It was also hard to get out of there. I had to walk. I had left at like 7 at night, and I didn't get home until 11. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it was similar to last year. Similar to last year. Oh, I see plenty of yeah. I bet, man. Crazy there too. Did you accidentally record some of that exuberance? No, dude, there has been a lot of, I'm a rookie vlogger, right? But there has been, I just need to record. I should have recorded that ride. For one, this guy, man, he was really, really skilled driver. He was going right up the middle of the center line of the road. So he was just incredible. Yeah, I mean, you had to, because it was so much traffic. And then just, yeah, people doing craziness. We went right through, it's called Mingo Square, but the avenue, the street is what? General, I can't even remember. But anyways, yeah, it was just epic. The ride was epic. The people were epic. It was bumper to bumper. I wish I should have recorded it. I'm such a rookie. Yeah, I did just say I did JC, but not for YouTube. Okay. Oh, okay. Talking to Slayer about recording that. Okay, yeah. What's this? Were there some flashing? Yes, there was some bead throwing. Just once. It was a girl. There was, I think, two girls. I think they were girls riding by on the scooter, and yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was such a party. I have to admit, I'm watching more vlogs about Malaysia. Yeah, yeah. Me too, man. I'm looking at that direction as well. Yeah, I didn't see that about Mike. Yeah, like we just, I have not, I haven't been able to talk to people. I have not, and I didn't want to. You know, I didn't feel the need to. I didn't want to make a big public deal about the breakup. I didn't. I just wanted it. I wanted people to move on and go different directions and that. And then it's just, come on, man. And it's just, yeah. Yes. Good morning, my own Buntag. Good morning. Hope you're good. I should add, I went to Thailand 3 times since my last Philippines visit. I feel like I need a break from the lifestyle there. Harder to find a relationship oriented women versus my first Philippines stint. Yeah, I agree, Yankee man. I think, um, I think it is a little bit harder to find relationships over in Thailand. I do. I think you're right on. But I do feel the infrastructure and things like that, the food, things like that are better. So I'm going to be checking it out. Also, a lot of Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. There's, I think, a lot of good areas that are here. And I think the Philippines is still great. It is. I think there are some great places to be. But yeah, no, I'm with you. Can you pull up my vlog and we can go through this group? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, yeah. No, thanks, man. No, I'm good. Yeah, definitely a transition phase without a doubt. Right. On my other channel, I only did a live stream once I got around 3 or 4 channels, which wasn't fun. I know, right? No fun to stream by yourself. That's what, kind of do that. Yeah, anyways. What's the story with David Bond? Is he a player as portrayed on YouTube? That's a great question, Ryan. I don't think so. So look, I didn't know David Bond before, I don't know, whatever, 8 months, a year ago. He had watched my channel. He says he likes my voice. It relaxes him. It's, whatever. Him and his girl, him and his couple of girls that he was dating at the time, they watched the channel. They said it relaxes them. So he had reached, I saw him and like he made some comments and stuff. And I have an add-in that shows me subscribers. So I see this dude subscribing or commenting on my channel with 500,000 subscribers. I'm like, holy crap. So I messaged him kind of back and forth, and those interactions led to us meeting together, meeting up. And I was like, wow, and at the time I'd been doing YouTube for like 3 months. So I talked to him quite a bit, and he's an interesting guy. And after kind of, I looked at his YouTube before I went over to meeting him, and I was like, oh, it's kind of wild what he's up to, right? Not what I want to do, but, very unique. So I met with him, and I've met with him on several occasions. He is an interesting guy. And I think now I think he's just down to dating one girl here in the Philippines. And he's, seems to me like a guy who's settling down. So I wouldn't classify him as a bad human being by no means. I don't think that I have met bad guys out here, and I don't put him in that category. He is an interesting guy, and yeah. So I've seen him at the gym. Good guy. I mean, I've met with him on several occasions, and you know, yeah, not a bad human being by no means. At least that's my opinion, right? As someone who's met him, several times now. That's hilarious. If the boobs were fake, they were probably ladyboys. Dude, you can't ever tell, man. You can't ever tell. You didn't see anyone who follows you in the car. Yeah. You didn't. She did. And anyone who follows you and her kids. Yeah. Yeah. No worries, Mike. I appreciate it, brother. It is one of those things, and I'm just sad about it. I didn't want people to pick a side. I didn't want that. I just, it's just, yeah. 10. Mayong buntag. Magandang umaga, right? Magandang umaga. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, you're fine. Nothing. How's it going? Enjoy your day today. We'll catch up later on this afternoon. Yeah, let me know. We can, might be a group of us, but we'll grab some coffee, hang out, grab some lunch. Yeah, nice meeting up with you again. And I appreciate, so Tin, anyone that I'm dating now, it's got to go through Tin. She's got to meet him and talk with him first. And Rowena, you know, yeah. Are you going to record a meet and greet? I should, man. I should. We had a huge group. We had like 10 guys last time. So really shout out to the guys who were there. I don't know if any of them are watching there. One guy I really met going over Bohol and Sikihor, just a great dude. Yeah, so just really great guys, and you know, really appreciate people. George, met this guy, great guy from New Orleans, George, who just got here. Of course, Britt, really, you know, great guy. So just meeting a lot of good people. And Tin, you know, met her last night for dinner, and we had met before. So just, you know, just I love the people who are watching and participating in the channel. Really appreciate it. The SRP event was a little better organized this year, but still had issues. Viewed it from, yeah, the condos. Did you catch the drone show and fireworks afterwards? Matt, I was trying to get out of there. I knew it was going to be just an absolute chaos to get out of there. So I left at around 7, and I did see some of the fireworks, but it was from like SM Mall. Yeah, I loved it. I got some really great photos. I'll be posting them up. I'll post them up here in the community tab, as well as Facebook and that whole deal. So yeah, I could talk for about a month about Thailand. Okay, cool. Prior business owner and divorced from a Thai. Yeah, it's not all candy and butterflies. Yeah, I get it, man. Test the water before you drive. Just saying. I get it, dude. Yep, I get it. Yeah, I understand. Thank you, though. Yes, my own Boontag John from the Pancake House in Manila. Dude, congratulations, man. Really, congratulations. This is the first person, my buddy right here, John, who I met in the Philippines and has become just a great friend. You know, I hope it's okay to share. He's a recently appointed judge by the current president. So just a good friend, a good guy. You know, just congratulations to you, brother. I know this was something, and he's in Manila now, working on that appointment. So yeah, really congratulations. And, you know, thanks for being a friend. Thanks for being a good guy. And I appreciate it. Sinalog was such a blast hanging out with you and doing all that stuff. So congratulations, man. And if I need to take this video down afterwards because of those statements, I'm more than happy to. I probably should anyways, honestly. We'll message you. Okay, yeah. Sounds great. We'll get together. We'll hang out for sure. Oh, Chris, I wouldn't preempt your dating journey. Have it your way. Clearly, I need help. Yeah. Have you ever thought about at least every month or so? Or do you need a home base? Yeah, I'm not the kind of guy who likes. I'm really not a like, what do you call a minimalist? I'm really not that at all. I do like having things. You know, I love technology and gadgets and stuff like that. So I don't like the idea, excuse me, of kind of moving around. Yeah, I don't like the idea of moving around so much. So I do like having a base somewhere, and it you know, might be here. I'm not sure. There's a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions, but I'm not really a minimalist where I'd want to have that kind of lifestyle of just kind of being a little more nomadic. I'd want to pick a base somewhere and then kind of travel around from that. You know what? I'm going to end this live stream on Facebook because there's nobody there. Remove. Save changes. All right. Yeah. Yeah, dang, buddy. I was thinking about some girls at the greet and meet. Be careful, though, because we know I have a hard time telling lady, boys, and women. I do. I am not, I don't have the best radar there. That's no question. I personally hung out with Chris on a few different occasions. With him and Joe were together. I can vouch they're both good people. Yep. The rest should stay between them. No side sticking here. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Benny. Appreciate it, man. No need to take it down on my account, but your disclosures on dating. Yeah, telling a little writer, keep up the future fun scripts. Yep, thanks, man. What was interesting? What was interesting in your Elo videos, seeing the Filipino person getting extremely upset about criticism of that city. Filipinos don't want anyone saying anything negative about their country. Yes, yeah. So, Dave, that was really something that shocked me as well. I was surprised how there's there's a bunch of people from Iloilo, there's a bunch of people from Dumaguete, or not Dumaguete, yeah, a couple people from Dumaguete, a couple people from Cebu, really just kind of being like, yeah, you know, for their city in the comments and stuff like that. And it was something I kind of saw a little bit being here in Cebu City, kind of the Cebu City versus Manila, thought around that. So it isn't quite a foreign conversation that I haven't seen before, but there is a lot of pride in each of these cities and regions and areas. So I was shocked by that too, like how much upset and kind of back and forth there was between Iloilo's better, Cebu City's better, and all that. So that was really interesting as well. I agree. Yes. Yeah. Those two met up. Really, really good times. Why not do a carefree bachelor series? You would find three willing and eligible Filipinos where you are. People will help you decide. Yeah, all right. Do a bachelor series do like a dating game, right? Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, I'd probably get immediately put into the David Bond category though for that. Yep. Yes, nice meeting you too. That was funny. Yeah. What's been keeping you from taking the bike out and exploring some new islands? I've just been slammed. The past really since October, November, December, the past 3 months have been busy. And now I got moved. I got things moved on, hopefully, in the relationship wise, right? I've been slammed. Yeah, I've just been slammed. And I haven't been able to do much of anything since October, November, December. There's been other things that have been occupying my time. Dating, I know, right? What could go wrong? Yeah. Nothing like more drama needed. All right. What else are we going to talk about? Yes. So besides current affairs, you think hanging out around Cebu more of your... Yeah, actually. So that's there's some really interesting couple things we could talk about here that I see, and that where, we see this too when we're at Bohol, right? We're in Bohol. We rented this Airbnb. Go to this hotel. It really wasn't a nice hotel. It was just kind of run down. And when we're in that hotel, because it wasn't super nice, we actually went out and explored and did crap, right? And then later on in that trip, we're like, hey, let's go stay at a nice place. So we went to Hainan Resort, stayed there, but then we never left the resort. So I'm finding the same experience here. Because I'm in a really nice place, I'm not leaving. I got a gym here. I got a pool here. I don't really need to leave the grounds. I can do everything that I need to right here. Versus when I lived in Selenia, I had a studio, so every day I was out leaving. So that is a little bit of a dynamic that is here in my current living situation. The other thing I want to say about my current living situation that has opened my eyes up, and I think is something I'm going to be doing a video on, and it's about the Cebu Business Park and the IT Park, and really the bubbles and kind of what I see around that. One of the things that stands out is myself included, as well as a couple of other gentlemen who struggle in the world of dating and meeting Filipinos. And I look for myself in that conversation as well as this other guy. And there's one thing in common. 90% of our day was in the Cebu Business Park, right? So, when you're in those areas, they're a great place to meet men. They're not a great place to meet women. So that was also something that's really interesting to me that I've noticed, just kind of around nice apartments, these bubbles and things like that. So yeah, I think this business park, the IT park, they're great places to get adjusted to the Philippines and living here. But I really feel like getting out of those bubbles and living in some other areas. And I don't think you need necessarily leave Cebu City, but getting out of those areas sometimes too to get you a little more of an authentic experience, especially if you're a guy like me that was struggling with the dating and wasn't really into the online dating stuff. Because I think a lot of guys go to online dating and they meet a lot of dates there or problems there, but that wasn't I really wanted to kind of avoid a lot of that, so more try to do more in-person kind of stuff. And being in those environments, you're just not going to meet, you're going to, the women that go and wander Ayala Mall, you got to watch out for. Not a good dynamic at all, right? I've only noticed that the Filipinos rivaling against each other. Yes, yeah, I noticed. Yeah, rivaling against each other in Ilu. Yeah, no, Benny, I think it was just in that video that was happening. Yeah, yep, and a little bit in Sinulog too, right? There's some pride versus festivals, one versus the other. You don't see Filipinos saying anything negative about Philippines publicly. Yep, I think it's because of subservient culture and they attack. They do, but private convos, they get mad. Yep. Record to get back on the horse. Yeah. Get back on the horse quickly. Better to keep moving harder to hit a moving target. Yeah. Yeah. Recommended. Get back on the. Yeah. I hear you. Yep. Such as you're doing new things, you should meet up with Travel Expex. Yeah. I really like Jonathan. I don't think so. I forget his name. Yeah. Really cool. So it's one of the things about YouTube that I'm kind of seeing too. There's this whole thing about, interview your freaking the other vlogger and that kind of deal. And it's just like, I don't know, right? I've kind of been a part of that too. I've been on Mike's channel, I've been on Paul's channel, and honestly, I was really honored by both of those opportunities. But I don't know, man. I just feel like, and for me, when I look at, so the thought of that is you get on someone else's channel like that and it helps your channel grow. But for me, it didn't help at all. And that wasn't my purpose. I really just wanted to meet Paul from Old Dog, right? I didn't, I was saying, hey, if you want to do a video, that's great. I'm not going to turn you down, but really, I'm just honored to sit here and chat with you after watching your videos for, a year and a half before I moved over here. But, as far as that growth on my channel, I mean, it didn't happen. And again, it's not nobody's fault. It's just, his audience is different than mine. So, but yeah, so getting with other vloggers and doing that kind of stuff, I don't think for what I do, it necessarily helps. Jonathan might be a closer fit in some ways, I feel, than kind of all the other kind of channels that I've been on before. But yeah, I mean, I'm down to meet with anybody who's doing it. And especially a guy like him who has been doing this for so long. I feel like I can learn a lot from him. So yeah, no, that would be great to meet him and hang out with him. I'm a fan of his channel for sure. Just like the Mactan Newcom mega community, biggest bubble there. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. The bubbles they're nice, right? They're nice to be in, but it's also, I think you have to look at, all right, well, if there's like in particular with dating, like if you're struggling with meeting and dating and that kind of deal, then get out of that bubble, right? Just get out of that. Yeah. 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 Taco, hey brother, caught the uneasy vibe back in November's, but kudos to you for trying to keep it smooth and private. Been there, don't envy the situation. Yep, other than living space currently. Keep smiling. Thank you. No, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, there's some people who know the details, right? And yeah, so thank you, man. I appreciate it. So how was Sinulog? Was it your first time? So Sinulog, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And so you've got Sunday, right? The big event, whatever, a couple days ago now. But prior to that, you've got all kinds of events that are going on. You've got the parades and dance stuff and runway stuff with the pageant queens. And it's a week long of all these events and parties. And so it was really great. And last year I was here, but I didn't know anybody. I just moved here. So I had been here just over a month, and I didn't really understand what was going on. And so I didn't see really anything last year. So this year I saw so much and really, really loved it. Yeah. Was it talking about blogging? Yeah, and just introduce you to some different looks. Okay, I wasn't talking about blogging with him. Just yeah, with Jonathan. Yeah, I would love to. Right. Yeah. No, I would love to meet Jonathan. Great kid. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Yep. Maybe he could help you get some girls in your videos. I know, right? Oh man. Yeah. Jonathan, if you're listening, Synologue is the best face. Yeah. See, here's an example of the pride. Yeah, Jonathan, if you're listening. So Jonathan is his friend. But dude, he doesn't listen to my lives. Synologue is the best and the biggest Philippine festival. So he's referring to the festival that's in Iloilo that's coming up this weekend. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Man. All right, we're all caught up. Mm. Yep. Life in the Philippines. Life in the Philippines. Life as a blogger in the Philippines. Wow. Yep. Do you have close friends in Cebu? I thought I did. No, I'm joking. No, I do. I do. I have Jonathan. I have close friends in the. I'm making friends in the Philippines. I'm meeting people left and right with the channel. I meet people like every day. But you know, yeah. I think it's too, Philip. It's a little bit of a challenge to make friends here in the Philippines. Yeah, for a lot of reasons. I feel like a lot of guys come over here to start new and whatever, and I think a lot of guys that you meet too are pretty. Obviously, they're pretty transient. They're able to kind of move around. They're here, so I think a lot of guys that you meet are probably here and then gone. So yeah, so I think that's the kind of dynamic. Like my buddy Scott, he and I hung out for the past whatever 4 or 5 months, and he's moving off to Iloilo. My buddy Dan, same kind of deal. He and I hung out for 4 or 5 months. He's back in the States, but he's coming back. My buddy Tony, he's here for a little bit, and then he's leaving. He's going back to the States. So, you know, most of the guys that I'm meeting, they're in and out. So I think it is a little bit of a challenge to meet Western friends. And then too, I just feel, yeah, like guys have moved here to kind of get away from a lot of that stuff. And a lot of Western guys, even though they moved away to get away from it, they still talk a lot about like Western way of living, right? Like the politics and stuff like that. So I find that interesting. Like, look, you moved here, to get away from that, and you're still kind of talking about it. So, but yeah. So yes and no. Yes and no. I've also kind of been a guy who doesn't necessarily have a lot of close friends. I've always been this kind of guy who, look, I'll be honest with you, most people, like if I interact with them on a daily basis, I don't have a lot of room for certain ways of being. And yeah, so I just don't have a lot of room for most people in my life and how they act. It takes for someone to for me to interact with on a long term, they have to have a lot of skill in being a good person, but also communicating and dealing with different dynamics. And they also have to have a commitment to have a great life. Like I refuse to surround myself with people who are, just like negative or not, like they don't really like take responsibility for their own life and their actions and how they are, because I'm impacted by that, right? Like I want to be around people who are happy, they're positive, they have like a love for life. And that's what the kind of people that I like to surround myself with, right? So yeah, but great question, Philip. We're caught up. Yes, we are caught up, man. We're caught up live from the Philippines. Yeah. Yes, the airport. Great. You did a recent flight to Iloilo. Super impressed. Someone gave me a pro tip on the airport. They said, try to get early morning flights because as the day goes on, things can get backed up. So I thought that was an interesting tip. But yeah, I love the airport. I've had no problems. Really easy. you just got to make sure that you're timing your trip out there, so that way you're not going to hit traffic. Yeah, just do morning stuff, you know, and then but it was quick. Like I think I got to the airport whatever 4:30, and I was at my gate by 5, and that included going through security, getting my boarding pass, and all that stuff. So yeah, airport's great, and you can fly international. You can fly to other areas and stuff like that. So hey, Bear Chris, I was just in Medellin and woke up to crack it. Woke up, crack on tooth. Got me thinking, what would you do if the problem in your situation? Yeah, dude, there's dentistry here, and it's relatively inexpensive. I think I paid like $30 for a teeth cleaning. So yeah, not bad. Get my, and I know other dental work can get done there too. So yeah, I know it's not as big as Thailand, but there are options here. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of the mute. That's what I was thinking. Many guys must be coming and going, and it's probably difficult. Yep, it is. It is, but it's all right, man. Like I said, I actually don't mind that so much. I help guys out who are coming here, and then they kind of move on and do their thing. So that's been I don't necessarily mind that. I like meeting new people and chatting with them. Yeah, but long term friends been a little bit of a challenge, honestly, in that area. But it's not why I moved to the Philippines to have a bunch of a bunch of friends either. I just wanted to explore and do some different things. So it's not necessarily missing. Yep. I'm curious, how many followers do you have now? I have a plan on our fishing trip. Yeah, I think I'm right around 11,000 now. Yeah, that was an interesting dynamic too. When I looked at it, I was like 10,000. The last 500 subscribers. The first 6 months of my channel, right? I got 10,000 subscribers, and then around June, right before I started dating Joe, I was, just above the 10,000 mark. And the last 1,000 subscribers have been really slow rolling. But it's not all about subscribers. It's really not. I mean, subscribers do help out, but views are really what kind of makes things going for like money wise, anyways. Yeah. Is that the same Scott I met there? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's moving to Iloilo. And that's kind of why too I moved out to Iloilo, is I wanted or that's kind of why I went with him, because he was checking out Iloilo and checking out places to live. So I went out and checked it out with him, and just kind of, it's been a while since I've been on the road. Plus, honestly, I was just ready to get the heck out of Cebu City and kind of clear my head a little bit. So I went out there with him. Yep. So he's moving to Iloilo. That was nice meeting Scott. Also, he's so full of wisdom, and so is Jenny. Yeah, man, I am meeting some great people. Yep. I'm really meeting some great people here, for sure. Early many out of Mocktown to Mess. It was a breeze for me. Yeah, same, Benny. Yep. Arrived in Manila. I've had no problems with the airport here at all. Now, granted, I've only had like 2 flights in the year, but yeah, I'm a fan of the airport. Have you ever been to Bohol? Thoughts? My wife and I met and married in Cebu, moved to Duma for a year, and then moved to Panglao. Yeah, Bohol 2 months ago. We love it so much. Open roads, no traffic, beaches. Yes, Jack. I have been to Bohol. I do very much like Bohol. I was out there just recently. I am a fan of Bohol. I like it out there a lot. I was out in Panglao area, right? Stayed in there and did some snorkeling along Napoleon Reef, I think it's called. Yeah, I like it. Big fan. I'm with you, man. Yep. Cool. Every one of the followers to get you there. Yes, everyone could donate $3 to get you there, and you'll be set. I hear you, man. I wonder what flights are like now. How are they priced? Yeah. When are you going back to the United States? Does your family have any curiosity to visit the Philippines? So I'll probably go back to the United States about a year from now. I'll probably go back around then, around June, next June. And then my family, no, they're more into Europe. They don't really have any desire to go anywhere in Southeast Asia. They've never traveled. So they like Europe, that kind of deal. I can't remember. Did you get a chance to meet with regular guy the last time he passed through Cebu? I did. I met Scott a couple times. He was hanging out in Ayala, and he came through there. Yep, I met Scott. Actually, if you look at his video, someone pointed it out to me. If you look in his video, I can't remember, something about 10 raw dog reasons to retire. I'm actually in the beginning of that. He probably should have messaged me about using that footage, but whatever. But yeah, I've met up with him a couple times. So yeah, he's the same in person as he is on camera. Yeah, when you flew over from the States, did you go east to west? Business economy class? You have pharmaceutical help? I'm afraid to be ready to jump off the plane in 7 hours. Yeah, so great questions. I flew, I think was it San Francisco or LA? I can't remember. Either one, San Francisco or LA to Taipei. And then I flew Taipei to right to Cebu. And the first time I did the scouting trip in August, it was great. Actually, the first time I did it in August, sorry guys, I'm distracted. I'm not going to lie. The first time I did the trip in August, it was, I did it during the day, and it was, I didn't sleep that well at all. But the second time when I came back to actually move here, I did it at night, and I slept like a lot of the night. I didn't sleep the whole night like I would sleep in a bed, but I did sleep well. So that made a big difference, sleeping at night. And then I got here, and I wasn't, or flying at night. That made a big difference. And so I wasn't fully rested when I got here, but definitely better than when my first scouting trip. I flew just straight economy class both times. So not the best leg room. And pharmaceutical help, I didn't. I had melatonin. Well, I did, yeah. So I took a melatonin, but over the counter, ZZ-Quil, I think it is. So yeah. Subs and views definitely took a dive in July to August. They did, which is ironic because usually bringing in, a hot Filipino would do that, right? Would drive up the channel, not go down, but it did. I don't know, and I'm not, saying that was a result of it, and now I'm back up. So it's just weird, man. It's weird. Don't worry about Chris and bring lots of beads. Yeah. A little distracted. And I've been fine, man. It just honestly, the video this morning and then hearing the language that, it just really kind of threw me off a little bit. So no worries. What do you miss about America? What do I miss about America? There was something I was thinking about this because somebody brought, I don't know. There was something that came up recently. I'm not thinking of it now, but for the most part, I do like kind of how things are for me here. Other than kind of the last month and a half, to be honest with you. But other than that, I really do like my life here. I miss family for sure. I miss interacting with my daughter on a regular basis. I miss my son. I miss my kids. I miss that kind of deal. But I don't miss the life that I had there. Not at all, dude. I just don't miss that. I don't, the isolation was there big time here. I mean, for me here, I just can go out and, I can meet people and be smiling faces, smiling, happy people. I love that about this country. I really love that about this country. Just being out and smiling, happy faces. I think maybe the ease of getting like goods, I talked about getting, like, I'm a technology guy. Sometimes that can be a little bit of a challenge of being here. It is, it's not so advanced with technology. So, I mean, even having like an Amazon Alexa in my place here is, it's very rare and they're kind of hard to find. So it's just, that's just, heck, I had one of those in every room in my old house. I had one in my bathroom. So I think that's a little bit that's there for me, but for the most part, I don't really miss anything about home. Yeah. Let's see here where we're at. Yeah, from Florida, the 1,400, 1,600 range. Yeah, and the prices of condos, or prices of apartments. Okay. Yep. Yeah, peace and quiet and solitude here. We only go to Tagleburn. twice a month. We pretty much live our life together and hibernate. Okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Jack. If I just disappear, it won't be a mystery. And I'm that close. Yeah. With that said, I'll see you guys.